Hi everyone, in my previous video I was talking about biosynthesis of starch and sucrose. In this video I try to explain biosynthesis of lactose. What is lactose? Lactose is nothing but a disaccharide, milk sugar made up of one molecule of beta D galactose and one molecule of alpha D glucose with beta 1,4 glycosidic linkage. Lactose, as I mentioned, it is milk sugar. It is rich in milk, right? That's why lactose biosynthesis occurs in mammary gland. That means lactose is a milk sugar that is synthesized during lactation in mammary gland, in epithelial cells of mammary gland, that in lumen of Golgi complex. Why in the lumen of Golgi complex? Because the enzyme that is responsible for the synthesis of lactose is present in the lumen of Golgi complex. The enzyme that is involved in the biosynthesis of lactose is lactose synthase (LS). It's a complex of galactoside transferase and alpha lactalbumin. These two are bound to the membrane of Golgi towards the lumen. Although here lactose that's made up of one molecule of galactose and one molecule of glucose, here synthesis of one molecule of lactose involves two molecules of glucose. Let's see how that lactose is synthesized. This entire structure, you just imagine it is a mammary gland epithelial cell, cytosol and Golgi. As I mentioned, two molecules of glucose are involved in the synthesis of one molecule of lactose. Here, glucose can enter the Golgi lumen with the help of glucose transporter 1. Right? Another molecule of glucose is converted to UDP glucose via hexokinase, mutase, and by the action of UDP glucose pyrophosphorylase, right? By utilizing UTP. Now one molecule of glucose in the lumen, another molecule of glucose is in the form of UDP glucose, right? But this UDP glucose cannot enter to the lumen. It's not transported to the lumen because the UDP glucose does not have any transport. So this UDP glucose by the epimerase action converted to UDP galactose. Now this UDP galactose is actively transported to the Golgi lumen via UDP galactose translocator or transporter, that is a family of nucleotide sugar transporter. Nucleotide sugar transporter, and also it is one of the family members of solute carrier, right? Here the entry of UDP galactose into the lumen, the transportation of UDP galactose into the lumen is a rate limiting step. It's a rate limiting step in the synthesis of lactose. Now UDP galactose in the lumen, glucose in the lumen, these two are condensed by the action of lactose synthase and forms lactose. Right? Lactose and UDP is released. From UDP galactose and glucose condensed to form lactose and then end up with UDP. This UDP, if it is accumulated in the Golgi lumen, it is inhibitory to lactose synthase. So it has to go out of the lumen. But UDP, as it is, it doesn't have any transporter. So it is converted to UMP by the action of nucleotide diphosphatase. Right? By the action of nucleotide diphosphatase, that is NDPase, UDP is converted to UMP. Now UMP can be transported. UMP actively transported to the cytosol using the same transporter that transported UDP galactose. Right. In the cytosol, this UMP again by the action of kinase that becomes UDP. Then finally UDP is generated. This UTP can be used for the next cycle of generation of UDP glucose. Right? Now, here I mentioned alpha lactalbumin and galactosyl transferase. LS, lactose synthase, is nothing but a complex of GT, that is galactosyl transferase and alpha lactalbumin. Let's talk a little bit more about galactosyl transferase and alpha lactalbumin. This galactosyl transferase is nothing but catalytically active subunit of lactose synthase, and its molecular weight varies from 35 to 60 kilodalton. That depends on the glycosylation. That means galactosyl transferase is a glycoprotein. Molecular weight varies from 35 to 60 kDa. That depends on the glycosylation, right? This GT can also be secreted in the milk, that is 35 to 40 kilodalton, right? Now, so what is the function of alpha lactalbumin? Here, as I mentioned, lactose only synthesized during lactation. Right? During non-lactating condition, what is the function of alpha lactalbumin? During non-lactating condition, this alpha lactalbumin is not expressed. Right? Including mammary gland, during non-lactating stage, this alpha lactalbumin is not expressed. That means alpha lactalbumin is expressed during lactation. That plays a regulatory role in the synthesis of lactose. If this alpha lactalbumin is not expressed, this galactosyl transferase involves in the synthesis of glycoprotein. Right? That means galactosyl transferase present in all the tissue, including mammary gland, epithelial cell. So which decides galactosyl transferase? The function of galactosyl transferase in the synthesis of lactose is decided by alpha lactalbumin. This alpha lactalbumin expressed only in mammary gland, that too during lactation. If it is not expressed, this galactosyl transferase just involved in the synthesis of glycoprotein. So this alpha lactalbumin is nothing but one of the milk protein of 14 kilodalton, right? And so it contributes 25% of whey protein. Whey protein nothing but soluble milk protein, right? So it is comprises 25% of whey protein, right? This alpha lactalbumin, the presence of expression of alpha lactalbumin changes the substrate specificity of galactosyl transferase. What does it mean? Without alpha lactalbumin, galactosyl transferase transfers galactose residue to N-acetyl glucosamine. Just imagine you are going to study this glycosylation during your 4th semester, but just to brief here, galactosyl transferase without alpha lactalbumin, it involves in the transfer of galactose moiety to N-acetyl glucosamine during glycosylation, N-acetyl glycosylation. In the presence of alpha lactalbumin, the galactosyl transferase activity prefers glucose. Is it clear? In this, absence of alpha lactalbumin In the absence of alpha-lactalbumin, galactosyl transferase involves in the synthesis of glycopod of glycoprotein that transfers galactose residue to N-acetylglucosamine. In the presence of alpha-lactalbumin, the specificity changes from N-acetylglucosamine to glucose. That means, in the presence of L-lactalbumin, glucose and UDP galactose condensation leads to the synthesis of lactose. Right? Then, this alpha-lactalbumin expression should be regulated. Right? How it is regulated? Alpha-lactalbumin expression, how it is regulated. Again, one more thing I forgot here. Once lactose, important thing I forgot. Once lactose is synthesized, here it does not enter cytosol. Neither it's degraded to galactose and glucose, nor it enters into the cytosol. This non-diffusible property of lactose is very, very important in the production of milk. Here, lactose does not diffuse into the cytosol. Because of the imbalance in osmolarity, it draws water to the lumen. Right? So this, what is that? Diffusion of water into the Golgi lumen, right? By the imbalance in osmolarity created by lactose is very, very important in the production of milk. Right? As I mentioned here, alpha-lactalbumin is tightly regulated. That too, hormonal regulation. That involves mainly the prolactin. As I mentioned, alpha-lactalbumin only synthesized during lactation. That means, during lactation, the main hormone of prolactin positively regulates the gene expression of milk proteins, including alpha-lactalbumin and other proteins. Here, these mammary epithelial cell, there I showed you how lactose is synthesized. Here, I'm going to give overview how that lactose synthesis and milk production are regulated. Right? This is nucleus. Here, progesterone has negative effect on gene expression of milk proteins, including alpha-lactalbumin. Prolactin, which is a polypeptide hormone. The signaling pathway you're going to study in your third semester in detail. But here, prolactin, which plays very important role in lactation, right? That binds to its receptor, prolactin receptor, which is nothing but type 1 cytokine receptor. Type 1 cytokine receptor, and that mediates its signal through JAK to finally STAT5, activation of STAT5. Once prolactin binds to the prolactin receptor in mammary gland, that activates JAK-STAT pathway. This STAT5B upon phosphorylation that forms homodimerization in the nucleus, and that enhances the expression of milk protein gene expression. Right? Here, glucocorticoids also have positive regulatory activity on gene expression of milk proteins and in the nucleus. This prolactin also is having positive role on protein synthesis of milk protein. So here milk protein synthesis in rough endoplasmic reticulum. In rough endoplasmic reticulum, gene expression occurs in nucleus and protein synthesis occurs in ribosome, rough endoplasmic reticulum. In these milk proteins, that glycoside transferase and alpha lactalbumin, casein. Casein is also a milk protein, one of the milk proteins, and beta lactoglobulin. Once these milk proteins are synthesized, as I explained, that galactoside transferase and alpha lactalbumin, they are bound to membrane towards lumen, and casein enters the Golgi lumen and forms casein micelles. Why casein micelles? Because casein is incompletely soluble. It's not a soluble protein like other whey proteins. Beta lactoglobulin, alpha lactalbumin, these are all soluble proteins, but casein is not a soluble protein. It's present in the micelle form. Right? Now, by the action of these two, lactose synthesized and casein micelle is there, beta lactoglobulin is there. As I mentioned here, lactose cannot diffuse into the cytosol, that draws water into the lumen. Ultimately, there is, what is that? Formation of secretory vesicle. Right? Secretory vesicle that is secreted from Golgi apparatus, finally in the form of milk. Right? To summarize, the biosynthesis of lactose, it is synthesized by the action of lactose synthase, which is nothing but a complex of galactoside transferase and alpha lactalbumin. Right? So here one molecule of lactose is synthesized by utilizing two molecules of glucose. Once lactose is synthesized in the Golgi lumen, it's not diffused. That property is very important in the production of milk. And here UDP, entry of UDP galactose into the lumen, is a rate limiting step. And the main regulatory protein in the production of milk is alpha lactalbumin, that is expressed only in mammary gland, that during lactation. In non-lactating tissue or in mammary gland during non-lactating stage, this galactoside transferase involves in the synthesis of glycopod, carbohydrate part of glycoprotein biosynthesis. Right? So, the expression of this alpha lactalbumin is tightly regulated. The expression of the alpha lactalbumin, including other milk proteins, gene expression is regulated by prolactin, which is a polypeptide hormone that involves JAK-STAT pathway. Once the STAT gets phosphorylated, that enters nucleus and enhances the gene expression of milk proteins. After that, there is synthesis of milk proteins. These milk proteins synthesized in rough endoplasmic reticulum and enters Golgi lumen. In Golgi, all these milk proteins are accumulated in the presence of water and secreted through secretory vesicle as milk. Right? So that completes biosynthesis of lactose and regulation of milk production. Thank you.